everyone, this is Hannah here. So I wanted to show this video to you. This is basically like a boxing up. I sold a junk journal subscription box, and so I am packaging it up to send it to the customer. And I thought it would be helpful to share this with someone that might want to get some ideas of how to package your stuff up. So this is how I do it. And sometimes I change it up a little bit, but basically this is how I do it. I put all of my papers and stickers, ephemera, in a folder, a manila folder, so to keep it where it just won't get bent up and stuff. So it just helps to keep it in good condition for when it gets to the customer. Now I am taking, I put the stamps, the tape in, the washi tape, in a little bag, and these are just bags that I save from whenever I buy products from Prima, Graphic 45, Notions Marketing, or even my local craft store. When I buy things, I save the packaging because I'm going to reuse it for whenever I sell, products to customers. So they are great to be, reused. Now I'm just going through and cutting the laces with these boxes and with most of my kits. For the vintage lace, I usually include a foot of each color. So I've got a foot of this yellow lace, the red lace, the crochet trim, a foot of this burlap. Now this is not vintage. I picked this up at Michael's, I think. But these other laces are vintage, or at least from the 90s. It's older. It's not like brand new stuff. The waxed linen, I'm cutting that up now. I include a yard with all of my boxes, just because if you want plenty of waxed linen when you're sewing up your junk journal. Now, this month's box is more of a junk journal recipe book. So I'm just leaving that to the customer to create. That's their choice if they want to sew it up. I did include heavyweight chipboard that's already pre-punched, as well as with binder rings, so they can just do like a flip book. But if they choose to make a junk journal where they, with signatures and sew it in, that's up to them. They can even take the manila folder and use that for their junk journal. I have done that and do that with most of my junk journals. I use the manila folder as the cover of my book, and I Mod Podge, a paper or watercolor paper on top to give it that, when it dries it makes it thicker. But yet it's real pliable. You can fold it and bend it back and you're not going to tear it up. So that's what I use. So those are some different options that the customer will have, and I always try to include options so that they're not restricted to one thing. We all have our style of doing things. And so typically my kits are for somebody that is maybe more experienced with junk journals. I do not include step-by-step tutorials or pictures of what the monthly theme is. When I write out my thank you letter to the customer, I tell them what the theme is and give them ideas, write down ideas of what they can create with it, but then the rest I leave up to the customer so they can use their own imagination And if they needed something, of course, they could email me or call me. I'm 100% on customer service and wanting to help out my customers. And I mean, like, usually with me, if I'm making something and I want to know how to do it, I'm going to either Google it or I'm going to YouTube it. So, and I think that's what most of my customers do anyway. Every once in a while, I'll get a customer that is just brand new, wanting to venture out and try to make a junk journal that has never done it before. And I do have tutorials, for the customers that are brand new at it and do not know how to do it. So I do have videos showing that, and I can also type up something giving step-by-step with pictures as well. So I'm pretty much just going through wanting to make sure I'm including everything in the kit. Sequins, glitter. I put some embossing powder in there. Just different things like that. And then I'll look at my phone to look at the pictures that I posted on the site, wanting to make sure my items are matching up with the picture. Sometimes the color of the ink, the color of the sequins or embossing powder might change a little bit, but I try to keep the colors to where they coordinate with the theme or the paper included. Here's the embossing powder. It's Lindy's Stamp Gang. I love Lindy's Stamp Gang embossing powder. I also use Blue Fern Studios embossing powder. Both are great. I think Lindy's Stamp Gang is more known for their embossing powder and their sprays and their shaker, magical shaker, I think. And those are pretty neat products as well. Excuse me. So, and it is fun. I enjoy putting the box together for the customer. It's just something that I enjoy doing. That way the mechanical part of my brain can get to, put the box together, and I do enjoy that. I do enjoy the creative side of it as well, getting something fun put together. And and I feel like my customers enjoy the boxes that I put together, and that makes me feel good. I want to try to do something for the customer. Now here, instead of wrapping the glass bottle in bubble wrap, I'm wrapping it in lace as some crochet trim that the customer, they can reuse this. So that's my whole purpose behind it. So I'm just getting this boxed up, and then I'm going to print out the shipping label and take it to the post office. I hope you enjoy this video and it's really helpful for you. Thank you so much. Bye.